We're about 2 weeks away now from early voting starting in the Buffalo mayoral race. All of that will begin right around the corner, June 14th.
That's right. And tonight, candidates were outlining how they plan to support the art and film industries if elected. 2 on Your Side's Nate Benson was there, and he joins us now with some of what the candidates had to say. Nate?
Yeah, Scott Mariels, the candidates that attended the forum at Torn Space Theater tonight say the city hasn't consistently supported the arts and film industries, especially when it comes to funding. Hosted by Casting Buffalo, the candidates in attendance were Senator Sean Ryan, former Fire Commissioner Garnell Whitfield, Anthony Tyson Thompson, all 3 of whom will be on the June primary ballot, and also Michael Gaynor, an independent candidate who plans to be on the general election ballot in November. The 4 of them outlined the role arts would play if they were elected mayor.
There's always an art scene here, but the city has to make sure that they play a role in it. So we need to fund it. And to make sure that funding is distributed equitably.
That the arts in and of itself is not a one-off, it's not a silo. We can't talk about it as if it stands on its own. It's a part of the fabric of this entire community.
You know, I really believe that Buffalo's arts and culture doesn't need to be rescued, it just needs to be reorganized. Just like so many services in this city, it's full of red tape and convolution.
We need more opportunities in this city to bring people together, to make music, to make magic, to give people hope, to give people a sense of belonging.
Missing from the forum was Councilmember Rashid N.C. Wyatt and Acting Mayor Chris Scanlon. One consistent theme amongst the candidates was funding for the arts in the city of Buffalo and what role city government should play. They did offer some solutions.
Recently passed a hotel bed tax, and my proposal for that hotel bed tax was to have 1%, there's a 3% tax, have 1% of that go to the arts.
Garnell Whitfield wants developers that are getting benefits from the state or even the county to be on the hook for arts funding as well.
I believe all of those should have community benefit agreements, and then we should be using that money to help fund the arts.
And strengthen the historic building designation process.
We've torn down so many buildings and done so many things to scar our community. I think that we're a very marketable community.
Anthony Tyson Thompson also wants to see consistent budgeting for the art programs in the city, but wants more engagement by the public as to what initiatives get funded.
Come together to kind of vote and use engagement process to figure out how to spend the money in their community for beautifications, for arts, for programs, and the whole initiatives.
And even though he's not on the primary ballot, independent candidate Michael Gaynor plans to be in November, and if he was elected, his focus would be on establishing long-term goals for the art community.
We can't just look at the $400,000 allocated by the city, or even $1 million for that matter. Maybe our vision means we build a much larger cake, and that means we go outside of this community to fundraise.
Certainly some interesting ideas, ones that candidates hope voters will cling on to when early voting begins on June 14th. On Your Side, Nate Benson, Channel 2 News.
Nate, thanks.